Evening to everybody. Welcome to another live Q&A with myself, Leon BARTROPP, on a Saturday night. Live Saturday night. Welcome to everybody. Breakfish is in the house. Camo Carp, courtesy evening. Darren Thompson, evening to you as well. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday evening. Sean Rowlands, good to see you. Hope everyone's well and enjoying this Saturday evening. Dan Williams in the house, Nathan Leake, Roy Close, Crafty Carper 69, Paul Berry, Brian Mills, Darren Thompson, Sean Saunders, Curtis Evans, and so many more. Good to see you all here. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. Is anyone out on the bank this weekend in this definitely carpy weather? UK Carper, hey Leon, good to see you. Managed to catch you live. Hope you're good. Yes, I am. Good to see you. Derek Smith, good to see you. Daniel O'Brien, we have royalty in the house. Carper Phil Edwards, hi. Wayne, Matty Rushton, David Coates. Evening, David. How was your week to France, your trip to France? Cranky Carpers, evening. Peter Rundles, good evening. Jason Allen, good to see you. Brian Mills, good to see you as well. And he's just finished a fish and chip tea. Good for you, Brian. Wayne Keaton, Billy Oakley, Richard Joseph, Nathan Leake, Steve Jarman. Good to see you all and welcome to another Saturday Live. How is everybody this evening? Is there anyone out fishing? Darren Thompson, Carl G, I'm going to go and have a look at his live feed when it loads up to YouTube. So I was busy having a bath and a few other bits and pieces. Mark Perks, he's out for 5 days next week. Lucky sod. Sean Rowlands asks, have I ever fished Napoleon Lakes? No, I've never. I've heard of it, but I've never fished it. Top Penguin, Adi Blanford, good to see you here as well, mate. Adi's got a really good YouTube channel as well that you need to check out. Mick Baines, this is his first time on here. Evening to you and welcome. Thomas Henry Myers, hi to you as well. Michael Watkins says, hey, I'm looking on my site, that's www.leoncarpet.com, I presume, and the jumpers look good, but I still want the fluffy one chasing a black chicken. Well, this is the charcoal one. Look, lovely bit of kit. Look, real nice colour. I don't think the picture on the website does it justice, but it's a real nice, soft fitting, warm hoodie for the winter. Nick Warner's just got home from the match and he had one carp. Well done, Nick. Cranky Carper says, roll on the next photography blog. Guys, did you enjoy that first part one of the new photography series on my YouTube channel? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? Did you take some value from it? I know it's pretty basic stuff, but I want to start off basic and get a little bit more complex. The next one is how to take self-takes with your iPhone. So watch out for that one. Evening Carl G in the house, who's just finished his own live feed. If you missed it, then you can always go back on his channel later and watch the live feed, because all these live feeds, they get loaded up again onto YouTube once they're uploaded. So you can always watch them over and over again. So if you missed a vital bit of information or a bit of a topic you was looking into, you can always go back and watch them again. Evening Steve Root. Derek Smith, loved it. Great. Thank you very much, guys. At least I'm doing the right thing anyway. Tommy Tucker, evening buddy. Confined to the kitchen. Bleeding X Factor. Tommy Tucker, I feel your pain, mate. My Mrs. B, the wonderful Mrs. B, has gone out to work tonight. So I'm editing videos and doing the live feed. Thanks, Carl G. Thanks, Leon. A great photo vlog. Thank you very much. Nathan Leake says, hi, Leon. I think you and Carl G should get together on a vlog. Watch this space. That's all I'm saying. Del the Angler says, evening first of all, Del. Just loading the car for a 24-hour session. Good for you, Del. Get out there and do it to it. Especially with this weather at the moment. It looks spot on, doesn't it? Sean Castle's loving the vids. So what do you think, guys? Do you like the hoodies? What do you think of that one? I've got some kids ones as well. Nice carpy green. My little man, he's going to be wearing that one. Evening, Darryl Hall. How do you stop black chickens getting in your photos? Don't wear the kit. Look, Matty says, Leon, are you crazy, mate? Mrs. B's at work and you're in the man cave, not on the bank. Well, I'm going tomorrow, Luke. So I'll be going for a couple of nights tomorrow night. Cheers, Carpy Chris. Don't forget, guys, you can get all these new hoodies. And I'll be doing lots of different designs soon on my website. Like that, look. You probably can't see him, look. The Carp Dog. Got loads of new kit coming out. Loads of new bits and pieces. Loads of them. My particular favourite one is this one. Fuck the black chickens. Chris Carpy does says, am I with Urban Baits now? No, my company that I run contracted to Urban Baits for about 18 months doing their media and stuff like that, and I was using the bait. So no, I'm not with them. Lucas Wildest says, give us a 12 then, mate. If I must. It's not the catwalk. Nice pockets, look. Nice pockets. Goes down the back nicely. Nice gauge it is. Nice and soft. Not rough. We had to see after Mrs. B's washed it. Thank you, Darren Holmes. He loves the hoodie. Thank you, Richard Joseph. Check them out. www.leoncarper.com. I must plug that again. Sorry, guys. Take an air rifle with you and shoot the black chickens, Nathan Leake says. Lee says, sticky krill okay for the winter or too much oil? Well, the krill oil is not a bad oil for the winter. Krill is actually a very good ingredient for the colder weather. So I'd say stick with it. Terence Green says he's just found my site, leoncarper.com. Keep up the good work. I'll be putting loads of articles and reviews on there, loads of different stuff. It's very much a work in progress at the moment. I just want to get a load of stuff up there, and then I'm going to add to it. Trace 1975 Rich says, my missus says want soft hoodies after a couple. Well, on the kids hoodies, they do a pink one on there. And I'm going to do a woman's pink one, or maybe a yellow and a blue or something like that. So it'll appeal to all the carp widows out there. Careful there, accusing Mrs. B. No, she's a good girl. Thanks, David Doggan. He says, nice hoodie. I'll just look. I know it's a Q&A thing, but I'll just show you a bit more of the merc. What do you think of the t-shirt? I've got some of these special hoodies. Look, can't really see that. With a nice vanilla inside. Well, we've got loads of stuff. If you get 5 minutes, check it out, guys. Because what it does, any tiny little amounts of money earned on it goes towards helping make the videos, keep the website up to date, you know, all that type of stuff. So, and I appreciate every single person who buys one of my merc. I really appreciate it, guys. You don't believe how much I appreciate it, because it keeps all what I'm doing going. David Dalton wants that t-shirt. Well, they're not on the site yet, the t-shirts, so they will be soon. Hopefully by next weekend. Brian Mills, that's you. Oh, yep, that one's got your name on it, Brian. Cheers, Carpy Chris. Crispy Carper says, hello, Leon. Carl G sent me. Good to have you all, every single one of you. New people If you haven't subscribed, guys, or you are a subscriber and you haven't hit that bell notification, you're missing out, because you'll miss all the notifications when I release a new video. Ollie Waite says, using a new Ridge Monkey line, etc. fluoro. What's your thoughts? I haven't used it, Ollie. I can't give you an opinion on it because I haven't used it. I've seen it, but I haven't had a feel of it. I haven't spooled up with it yet, so unfortunately I can't give you a what I think of it. Carp Mad Gavin Cross even says, hi Leon, would you still use big hooks and baits or start finding things down for the winter? I keep exactly the same size hooks. The baits I might go down a little bit lower, like 10 or 12 mils, or bits of plastic, or, you know, a single 15 mil bottom bait, or a 10 mil pop up, one of them washed out white or pink ones I use. But generally, the end tackle stays the same. Stephen Brooks says, thanks for making the night shift bearable, Leon. Top vlogs, mate. Absolute pleasure. Lee says, have you ever used X-Line Carbon? Yes, I've used X-Line quite a lot over the years, and I really rate it. I think it's in 18 or 20 pound. I think it might be 20, which is the best one. But yeah, that would be the one I would use. It's really, really good. Darren Hall says, why don't you run a Patreon scheme to help you with funding? Well, I was thinking of that. Maybe in the future I might be running, because I know YouTube are going to be doing like a subscription service sort of thing. But for the moment, I'm just happy. You know, if I can sell a little bit of gear to pay for it, all of it, it's good. But I may have some sort of scheme or separate place on a website where you've got direct access to me and have our own, you know, closed Facebook group, just, you know, for something like 15 quid a month or whatever. We'll have to see, but that's in the distant future. Jake Douglas says, would you use marker float or just a lead? I don't really use a marker float. I use just my lead. I feel it down, and if that's the spot, it stays there. Cuxton Brickwork Lee says, best bait for Sandhurst. Believe it or not, every single bait will work well on Sandhurst. I've caught on maggot. I've caught on those little System X, little 12 mil washed out white, washed out pink pop-ups. I've caught on the new test bait, the bottom bait. I've caught on plastic cord. Whatever you're confident in using, and this doesn't just go over Sandhurst, use that. Stephen Berry says, hi Leon, any idea of fishing venues along the south coast for next week? Bloody hell, there's loads. Down the south coast, not sure really, but I'm sure there'll be guys in here who'll be able to tell you. Stephen Berry says, do I ever use a bait boat? I have done for baiting up. Not for actually fishing, for baiting up. But I have used it for fishing when I'm in France or something. And I will be. Next May, I'll be using a bait boat. Best bait for carp, in my opinion. Alfie Tyler asks. Best bait for carp, in my opinion. The bait is going to catch them. You know, some days I'll be using a tiger nut with the boilies, and the tiger nut catches. Other days a boilie catch. Another day, a bit of plastic corner catch, or a bit of bread, or... I can't say one bait is the, like, that's the be all and end all. Evening Lee Brown. Let's have a look. Billy Martin, Oil Lil, can you recommend a top-notch laser pen having murder with the chickens? Billy Martin, I believe a friend of mine, Kodak, he's ordered some of his laser pens up. When he gets them in from the company he buys them from, he can send me one and I'm going to do a review on them. And then we'll see where we go from there. But there's plenty on... Well, if you want a real good one, I'd wait to see this one. Alfie Tyler asks, are PVA bags worth it? Yes, most definitely. You put a little parcel of food out there, a little bit of stick mix, crushed boilies, bit of liquids, stick it out there. Job done. Little parcel of food. Very good in the winter. Dave Fisher, good to see you in here. There we go. Top Penguin, 80 Blandford. He's giving you some. Lakeview Fisheries on the south coast. Emperor Lakes, both around Plymouth area. There you go. Bit of advice for you. Evening, Mark Goodyear. Good to see you here. Carp, Chrissy Dodds says, would you use a Ronnie rig inside a solid PVA bag? I think Top Penguin, who uses those all the time and has done before Gardner invented the Ronnie rig, which is not the real Ronnie rig anyway, he'd be able to answer that, and I bet you he says yes, they're made for be putting in PVA bags. Thomas Henry Meyer says he uses the Rich Monkey Mono and he likes it very much. Evening Andy Greening. David Coates says Nichols leather Hythe, cheap and secure. Yeah, that's another good option, David. Matthew Randall says, Leon, any ideas on how I can help my best mate with fishing as he is disabled and only has one arm? There, I believe, if you contact, there's some disabled angling clubs now and associations where I think I've read or seen or heard about some fishermen who've only got one arm. And I think there was actually one guy who hasn't got no arms at all, believe it or not. And he managed to reel it with his teeth and he's got some contraption. And I would do a search on Google, do a search on the internet, because there must be veterans from the Gulf War or veterans from Afghanistan that have had an arm blown off who go fishing. That's what I would do. I'd do a search on it. There must be some sort of association or fishing for disabled association. That's where I'd go to try and find some help for places to fish or bits of kit he can use. That's what I would do. Joe Brown says armour mesh. Yeah, I've used armour mesh. Very good. Very good things like prawns and things like that you stick in there. Stuff you wouldn't normally use. Stephen Brooks says, got to go for a walk. Tight lines, Leon. Catch you soon. Good to see you, Stephen. Enjoy your walk. There you go, Brian Mills. He says, what? The one-armed guy wrote a chapter in Martin Clark's book, Heads Up, Tails Down. So, it is possible. Hi, Keith Oakey. How are you? Aaron Paul says, would you use Vitamin through the winter months? I probably would, but sparingly. And I'd add hemp in there. Some sweet corns, maybe some crushed up chopped boilies, and something like condensed milk and hemp oil, something like that. Ollie Waite says, changing any tactics for the winter. Heard about using corn and yellow pop-ups. Any other ideas? A bit of pepper arm is good, or a trimmed down bottom bait, squared off so that there's more leakage. Lots of different things. Just think outside the box. Andrew Crossley says, Leon, would you use spicy sausage boilies in winter? I'd use spices, very good in winter. The spice flavour is very, very good. Brian Mills says, Leon, what's your thoughts on winter bait colours? Not fluoro hook baits, but your yellows, your oranges and reds. I know it's a matter of confidence, but it might help some newcomers. Right, very, very good question, Brian. I think whilst some of these baits work, like you get a yellow or washed out white or red or blues I've seen work before, or even greens, like the green plastic corn. Remember those? It's that people go, oh yeah, I can't catch anything on that. And then other people saying, yeah, I've had a couple of fish on that. I think it's to do with the way the sun and that's penetrating the water a lot of the time. So on a particular day, you might have a yellow hook bait that will stand out more or blend in more. So the fish is more likely to pick it up in that particular weather conditions. If it's overcast, you know, red bait might be the one. We can't tell because it might not be in the right spot or wherever, you know. So I think all those colours will work for different reasons on different days. That's the beauty of fishing. It's not, right, that's what's going to work, that's what you got to do. Swap it about and have confidence in it. That's what I do. I try all different colours. I try an orange one in the winter, but I usually have 3 different coloured baits fishing in the winter. And 1 week or a couple of weeks running, one will work really well, and then the orange will start working. And I think it's a lot to do with water temperature and how the fish get affected with their eyesight and the sun penetrating the lake and how deep it is. So many permutations. So I wouldn't just use red all year or all winter or orange. I'd mess about with a few different colours. Hope that helps. Bill Oakley says, did you used to be sponsored by Garner Tackle and how do you rate the tackle? Bill Oakley, Yes, I used to be sponsored by Garden. I still use some of their bits and pieces. I'm just not sponsored by them or anyone. Yeah, I rate some of their stuff's very good. You know, the thing is with all these tackle companies is that you can cherry pick what's the best bits and pieces. You know, Gardner, you know, Muggers, probably one of the best hooks out there ever made. You know, then you got a Fox size 6 stiff rigger hook, probably the best stiff rigger one ever made. Size, you know, size 6, size 5. You know, you can cherry pick all these different bits and pieces. Calder, lead, tungsten lead tubing is the best one out there. You know, just cherry pick. Mark Child says, what liver powder do I use? I use hydrolyzed liver powder. It's a special one. I'm trying to source it at the moment, so SSP are going to be making it available in little tubs, so you can, you know, you can glug your hook baits and mature and nurture them up. But it's got to be the best one, so we're still working on that. But I'll let you guys know when it's available. Here's another little trick for you guys. Talking about freebies and different colours. Have a think about this. So you've got a kilo of boilies, all 15 millers. You put them out. The fish move around and they suck at a certain way with those 15 millers. Why don't you cut your 15 millers into 3 little samples? Stick them in the microwave, one for 15 seconds, one for 30 seconds, one for 40 seconds. So you get all different buoyancies. So, and then use 3 different buoyancy hook baits. So the fish won't be able to negate the exactly the same suction. That can work as well. Have a think about that one. You've ordered an egg and a chicken off Amazon. I'll let you know, Carl G, yeah? Well, you're going to both get them at the same time from Amazon, aren't you? Because they've got a chicken and an egg. It'd be delivered at the same time and next day. Jason Sutyanis, have you seen the new Fox Ultra Brolly? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll tell you what I did get, which I bought the other day, is a Tempest. I went all out and bought a Tempest version 2 with the skull cap, and I'm going to be using that over the next couple of days. And I went and looked at a few of my friends' Tempests last week, and I proper love it. So we're going to see what that is. So in one of the vlogs, you're going to see me setting it up and giving my sort of view on it. I might hate it once I start using it, but I've got a feeling it's going to be my sort of mainstay bivvy for the next good few years, I think. Well, we've got 107 people watching at the moment. Isn't that good, this little community? And don't forget, guys, if you haven't been over to our closed Facebook group, it only takes one bite.com. It only takes one bite. Do a search on that. Ask for an invite. We'll get you in. Loads of good information on there. Everyone's friendly. We all ask each other questions and help each other. Get yourself over there and get signed up. A lot of the guys who are on this feed tonight are already in the group. Darren Thompson says, will you be doing any vlogs up north? Quite possibly at some point. It's just finding the time to do everything. Billy Eden says, evening Leon, if you could target any specific fish from any era in time, which one would be your target? I would like to have targeted and fished exactly the same back at Redmere with the 44 pound common that Chris Yates called. I think it's 44 pound. That was which was the record, or was it a mirror? I can't remember, but I think it was before then. Was the 44 pound common Clarissa, I think it was called, and I would like to fish for that with a float and a bit of sweet corn. Imagine that all them years ago, that pulling up in the net, crazy. Chris B says, any tips for fishing in gale force winds? Batten it down, tie it down, knock it down. Just, you know, hold on for dear life. Keith Oakey says, Leon, I'm confused on naked chod for fishing on top of weed. When you set the bead up the line about 10 foot, as you said last time, do you have 2 beads on one above the chod and one below the chod? I have a swivel stop, like a bead, near the lead. And then the next bead is 10 foot up the line or 8 foot up the line. Up the, on a naked chod, it'll be the fluoro, or it'll be like lead core. So one down the bottom right next to the lead, which bangs on the chod, and the other one will be when it flies up and hits the chod and settles down on the weed. Yep, Liz Pato is on that group right now. Darren Thompson doesn't have Facebook. Sorry, Darren. The Bishop, that's the one. I was going to say the Bishop, but I wasn't sure if I was right. The Bishop. The Obsessive Carper. Good to see you in here, mate. Darren Greenfield on Facebook, Disabled Anglers UK. There you go, Matthew Randall. Thank you very much, the Obsessive Carper, who incidentally has got a really good YouTube channel as well. You've got Carl G, the Obsessive Carper, and there's a few other guys in here as well. Adam Blanford. Check all the YouTube channels out, guys. Darren Lindsay says, how long do tiger nuts last after they're cooked? I like them when they go all gloopy, probably a couple of weeks, maybe in 3 weeks. Even I've used them a couple of months when they're going all mouldy. Well, not mould, but you get like a crust on them. That's when they're at their best. Cranky Carper says, Leon, ever used a glow up plastic corn? I messed about with it many years ago, but I couldn't really see the attraction. But I know some people swear by it. So, you know. Brett Dunmo, live from the Bivvy, but stuck on 3G. I feel your pain when I do a live. Don't forget, next Tuesday, well, Monday, I've got another autumn vlog coming out. Tuesday, I'll be doing my live feed live from the bank at 7 o'clock. Wednesday, I think you got question of the week. Will that be video? And then next Friday will be part 2 of the photographic series I'm doing. And that will be on how to take self-takes with your smartphone, iPhone. I think Carl G is actually fishing at the moment. Darren Thompson. Martin's Angling Adventures. Have you seen my latest video yet? Another good channel, Martin's Angling Adventures. I haven't seen it yet. I don't get much chance to have a look at the moment. So I've got so much going on with releasing all this new kit and other bits and pieces. I haven't got my YouTube fixed properly for the last couple of weeks. So, but I will do, Martin. I'll have a look. Brian Mills says, you fishing the Park Lake or the Folly tomorrow? I'm going to the Park Lake. There's some big uns that are due out. Maximus Lenkus, good to see you. My request is pending, mate. Just joined Facebook, no problem. As soon as I get off here, I'll put it through for you. Lee says, where do you get your uncooked hep from, and can you recommend a seller on eBay? Personally, I wouldn't buy anything like that from eBay. I would go to your local horse feed or CC Moore or Hinders at Swindon. All reputable people who sell hemp. You don't know what you're getting off the internet. Mike Holt says, hi Leon, do you fish wafters, and what's your best rig for fishing them? For a wafter, try a D-rig. Try a D-rig with a wafter so it just floats down. Michael Goodyear says, where is the Park Lake, or is it a secret? You should know by now, looking at my videos and this live feed, I don't have no secrets about fishing. It's just the way it is. The Park Lake is in Reading. It's Wellington Country Park. James Hall says, I do a lot of feeder fishing, but now I'm going to up my game and start fishing for the big uns. Any advice on gear? Just look at loads of YouTube videos. There'll be lots of advice on lots of gear there. You'll get a little bit on mine, because I've got to add to that. Or go to your local tackle shop and ask them. They're the guys. Jason Allen says Hinders for the hemp. Yep, totally agree. Craig Sawyer says, hi Leon, enjoying the vlogs. Keep them coming, matey. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your comments, guys, on all my vlogs, and I answer every single one of them because that's just respectful. You've taken the time to put a message and a comment on my vlogs or on here. The least I can do is answer them, and I love answering them. Mike Bain says, for self-takes on iPhone or iPad, look at the app called V Camera. Just say, take photo and click is done. You can also adjust timer. There's another Another very good app, that one. The one that I used on next Friday's video will be called the Whistle app. So look out for that. AD, good to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. He's slipping off because his battery's running low. Speak to you soon, AD. Dean Power says, is it wafter or wafter? It's where I come from, it's wafter. For anyone north of the east end of London, it must be wafter. Brad Assiter says, maybe stupid question. First of all, there's never a stupid question, Brad. But is a helicopter rig setup classed as a fixed lead? The lead is fixed, unless you use something like Calder's breakaway system or Atomic's breakaway system. The lead, I suppose, is a fixed lead because you're actually fixing it. Maximum Lentigas says reverse combi rig for silt. Yes, very good call. Nice little rig there. Jack Everett says, do you know of any good Northwest syndicates or clubs? Unfortunately, I don't. There's a few guys on here who may be able to help you. There is, what's that one called? It's got a lot of lakes up there. Prince Albert. Try that one. Ollie Waite says, any extra advice when splicing your own lead core leaders, or do you use fluoro leaders? I use a combination of the two. I use fluoro leaders, but then I use a short, probably about a foot to a foot and a half of lead core if I'm using a helicopter system. No problem, James. Keith Oakey says, where can I purchase the hydrolyzed liver from, please? I will be making some of that available soon through SSP Baits, and it'll be the proper one. You can also look at a place called, what's it called? Bloody hell. You can get it for, it's a pharmaceutical grade, the hydrolyzed liver powder. So look for pharmaceutical hydrolyzed liver. It's quite expensive though. Okay, Matty Rusher says, waft tuna up here. Yeah, Quantity Baits might sell it. Martin Dethridge says, I have a Tempest Broilie and it's a great bit of kit. I hope so, because I've just bought one. We've got 105 people in the live feed. Brilliant. We always seem to get over 100 people now. How many did Fox get on theirs? About 130, 140, isn't it? I think we had 130 last Tuesday night. Someone tell me, how many do Fox, the massive company that they are, with hundreds of thousands of followers and 100,000 YouTube followers, how many people do they get on their live feed? Let's have a look. Tommy Tucker, Leon, did you get the link I sent you about the Bank Buddy made by a mate of mine in Cork, Southern Ireland? I haven't had the link, Tommy. Tommy, if you send me an email to leon@leoncarper.com, I'll be able to pick it up from there. Mike Blake, evening, Leon. Come on, the City just beat Chelsea 1-0. I like the sound of that because I don't like Chelsea, but then again, I don't like Man City either. British Aquafeeds, that's the one, Martin Dethridge. British Aquafeeds. Darren Sartin, hi Leon, do you know of any self-take apps for phones that are not iPhone? Unfortunately I don't, because I've had an iPhone for many years, but someone on here might be able to give you an Android replacement for it. Yep, good to see you there, Darren Swinnock. He's got to go. Thanks for coming and joining the live feed. We've got Ollie Weird says, we're way better than FOP. We are way better than FOP. Doesn't matter how many they get, this is way better. Thank you, Ollie. You're a man after my own heart. I haven't actually seen the Fox one, so I don't know what it's like. It might be better than this, I don't know. Darren Thompson said, don't even know Fox did live vids, Leon. You're bad, Darren. Dan Williams says, hi Leon, just started using your multi-rig. Do you not put any silicone over the eye of the hook? Because when I reel in, the shape of the D is lost and the rig ring is down to the eye. Any tips, mate? It might be because if you're fishing a weedy lake, it's going to get caught up. I don't have any problems with it. I use 25-pound PB products, jelly wire, and I use a size 5 hook, stiff rigger, and size 4 stiff riggers, and I don't have any problems with them. A little tip you can do is to get a little bit of PVA foam, lick it and wrap it round, and if that gives you a bit more confidence when you're putting it out. I won't worry about when you're reeling it in, it's when it's going out there. Carp Mad Gavin Cross says, Fox, is no comparison to your channel, Leon. Yours is the nuts. Well, thank you very much, Gav. Mine is very much in progress. Fox has been going for many years. We're just going to build and build and build this to make it the best one out there. Billy Oakley says, the Whistle app is okay for Android. Brilliant. You can use it for iPhone and Android. Watch next Friday where I'll show you how to use it. Really simple to set up on how to take self-takes with your iPhone, and now you can do it with your Android as well. David Cart says, don't Urban Baits do liver powder? Yes, they do liver powder as well. There's another place you can get some. Christopher Warren says, this feed gives unbiased, honest advice. Fox only plug their own kit. That is just the way it is, unfortunately. Because they're good at it. They're a company, aren't they? We're just a community. We're a community. We are the black chicken community. I mean, look. Nathan Paul Tyson says he uses a Fox Royale XXL bivvy because he has a bad back problem and can stand up in it instead of crawling in on my knees. Bloody hell, that must be... How do you push your barrel around? Lee Munslow says, how busy does Welly get on a weekday, mate? Just all depends. Sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's not. It depends on who's down there. David Coates says, when you use your bait boat, do you use specific rigs or just keep them the same? David, I use just exactly the same. Exactly the same rigs. Daniel O'Brien, thank you very much. Dennis Williams says, hi Leon, he's just got in from the match. Welcome, Dennis. No problem, Dan Williams. Hell yeah, black chickens rule, Carpy Chris Dodd says. Look, we even got a cup here that says F the black chickens. Look. I don't think you can see it. You can't see the carp dog. The carp dog's up there. But here's his cup, look. See this cup? The carp dog cup. Bless him, eh? My missus has ordered 2 of these already. And the mother-in-law. Ollie Waite says, love the t-shirts and jumpers, but my lake have no black chickens. You are so lucky, Ollie. I want a ticket on there. Brad Asseter says, any recommendations for a fluoro leader? You want about £18-20. Fox Illusion, I don't even know if they do that anymore. Gardner Mirage, you can use that. But a little trick is to tie it to your bed chair or tree or something and straighten that leader out. Then it's going to settle much easier and won't be curly up. Paul Stevenson says, Leon, which do you think is the best bivvy light? Ridge Monkey? I've got a Ridge Monkey bivvy light because I was kind enough to be given one a couple of years ago. I quite like it. So I don't use any other ones because I haven't had the need to, because I've just got that one. I just recharge it up, put it up there. But I think there must be loads of bivvy lights on the market. Isn't there a couple of other companies that do them? NGT might do them, and I think someone else does them as well. GWL78 says, watch the black chickens get battered by the flying rats every time they surface with my boilies. Quite entertaining. Yeah. Brian Mills says, it's Fox Illusion Trans Khaki now, Leon. Okay. Brian Mills says, winter baits need to be more digestible. Yep, exactly. I say it in all my videos for autumn and winter. The baits you use in the winter and late autumn, got to be highly digestible. Then the fish will keep on eating them and they won't get upset stomachs and you'll catch more fish. Darren Thompson says, get a black chicken top made for the carp dog. Keep him warm this winter. That's what Mrs. B keeps saying. Trevor Dipro says, I ordered a carp dog mug and a hoodie this afternoon. Yep, I see your order come through. Trevor, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Because every couple of quid I earn out of any of this goes straight back into making the videos, doing the live feed, paying the broadband, keeping Mrs. B happy so I can continue to do this, give all this information, these vids and these reviews, keep the community going. And I really, really, really do thank each and every one of you guys. Billy Oakley says his 9-week-old son loves the sound of my voice. Billy Oakley, if it's keeping him quiet, then just record my voice, play it to him. I've got 3 kids, and when they were young, you've got to find something which makes them quiet and keeps them settled, haven't you? Dennis Williams says, had a big hit on maggots on the bailiff swim 2 years ago. That would be on Sanders. Yep, Sanders loves maggots, but I believe they've just banned maggots, which I think is a good idea on there. You don't need them. You can fish bait and still catch loads of fish out there in the winter. Mike Holt says, I'm after getting some new £15 line for his reels. What would I recommend? There's a few good lines out there. I like the ESP Synchro, but I started about 9 months ago and I did a review on here on the Garner GT HD, which I really like. Initially, it's a little bit wiry, but it takes a little while before it all straightens out. Well, not wiry, it just floats a little bit initially. But after you use it for a good few weeks, it all sinks down lovely, sinks beautiful, casts like a dream. I would recommend the GT HD. Craig Sawyer says, Warthog do a good bivvy light with a built-in power pack. Worth a look, fab bit of kit. I might have to look at that, Craig, and see if I can get one from them and do a review on it. David Carp, Garden HD, yep. ESP Synchro, I like that as well. Dennis Williams says he hires Sanders for a week every year. Good call. Lovely place, Sanders. Well, we've still got 104 people in here. Blimey, that's crazy, isn't it? Fox Soft Steel line. Yep, I believe that's another good one. That's quite a bargain budget price as well, which is quite good. Yeah, Matty Rushton says if you're going to get the HD, get it £18 for weedy waters and £15 for the clear waters. I used the £15. I did use the £15 on a weedy water this spring, and I had used £18 Synchro before. Both worked really well. So how many of you out there are actually fishing tonight and you're watching this on your phone in the dark, the kettle's on, you got a brew in one hand and you're looking for the fish and you're listening to me drowning your sorrows away for the evening? The Obsessive Carper Dow Sensor £15. I love Dow Sensor. Old school line. The only problem is you have to change it about every 4 or 5 months. But it is a good line for the money. Mike Holt says, cheers guys, love these videos, so much help. That's what it's all about, Mike. The community. It's not about me. It's not about this product or that bait. It's about the community. We're all helping each other. I just happen to bring it all together. Matty Ruster says he's just back from the bank and he blanked his tits off. We all blank. I've had a run of about 5 blanks. And luckily last week I caught a couple. Cheshire Carper says, best bottom bait rig for silt. If you go to my channel, Cheshire Carper, there's a couple of bottom bait rigs on there which are perfect for silt. Go to my channel, I think one's called the best bottom bait rig, and the other, there's a couple of rigs on there for bottom bait fishing. Check them out, you'll love them, easy to tie up. Maximus Lenficus says, Shimano Investec, great line, sinks great and casts brilliant. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to have a look at that one. Darren Sartin says £15 GR60 is like tow rope. Yes, but you're never going to get cut off or get snapping weed, are you? Dave Fisher says his missus calls him a blanker. My missus calls me a few other things apart from that, normally beginning with a W. Keith Oakey says, I wish Leon sat in watching X Factor with a gaffer. I feel your pain, Keith. I feel your pain. Willie Wasson says, I'm going on Burfield Blue Pool in a few weeks. Any info would be appreciated. I fished it many years ago, on and off, when I've done some magazine features and that. Love it. Very deep in the edges. You can catch them in the edges, even in the winter. They come in really close. I would probably just fish little bags and sticks, and during the days, and at night I'll probably have a spray of bait out there and have all 3 rods on that area. I reckon you'll pick up some fish. Rachel Armstrong says, great watching your fishing. Love it. Thank you very much, Rachel. Rachel even. Gavin Cross says braided bottom bait rig is the other one. Yep, there's a video on that. Have a look at that as well. Carpy Chris Dodd, good night everyone, tea time. Thank you very much, Carpy Chris, for coming and looking and being on the feed this evening. Appreciate it, mate. Have a good evening. Pure Carnage says, and I'm not sure if this is a serious question, have you ever known anyone using chlorella powder in their base mix? Chlorella? Sounds like cholera powder. Chlorella. No, explain more. Does anyone know what chlorella powder is? I've never heard of it. Max Murphy's at his breakfast bar, a bottle of Sauvignon. He's watching this, so he'd rather be on the bank. You're living the good life, Maximus, aren't you? Adam Garland, you cock. Sorry, that's a personal joke to Adam Garland. Ollie Waite says, Bob Cable uses Rich Monkey, had it on for the first time and cast 70 yards with. I've got a question for Adam Garland, Carp Fishing Royalty. How comes you hold your fish out so far, Adam? You tend to hold them out really far? I don't understand. Stephen Easterby says, do you ever take Mrs. B with you? I took her once to France and she caught the biggest tench I've ever seen in my life. Since then, I go fishing on my own. Bob Cable says, have you ever fished Gilliams in Thailand? No, but I'd love to. Aaron Paul says, if you was to use PVA bags in winter, would you lick and stick or tie? I like to lick and stick and tie in the winter. Pure Carnage says, the chlorella is used in the koi industry, made in Japan from algae bloom. Very interesting, Pure Carnage. A very interesting ingredient, that sounds like. If it's used in the koi industry, it's normally bloody damn good. Lee says he used the braided bottom bait rig that I've done a video on that you want to check out, guys, with PVA sticks over silk the other day, and it works. Cheers, Lee. Cheers for tying it up. Cheers for giving it a go. I'm glad it's worked out for you. Rachel Armstrong says, best use for active corn steep liquor. You can use it as a dip. You can stick it in your stick mixes, which is good. Hi, Sean Mulqueen. Good to see you in here, mate. Always good to see you. Doesn't matter what time it is. It's always good to see you, mate. We've still got 97 people in here. We're going to give it about another 10 minutes. So we've done about an hour. And then I'm going to have to get back to looking after the carp dog, who is asleep. There. You can't really see him, but he's sound asleep there. Carl Williams, hi Leon, he's from France. Good to see you. Birthday time. Bloody hell, Sean. Happy birthday, mate. Have you been fishing yet, though? Dennis Williams says he's got a Tempest, Tracker Tempest, and it's a dog's danglies. Well, I hope so, because I'm going to be using it tomorrow night. Bob Cable says, hi Leon, what do you think of Berkeley fluorocarbon mainline? I know it exists, but I haven't seen it. I haven't used it, so I can't and I haven't heard any bad things about it, so I suppose it could be quite good. George Hanson, good evening, George. Good to see you, mate. Jason Clayton says, I look forward to watching your vlogs every week. Great advice for nothing. It's an absolute pleasure. Glad you're enjoying them, Jason. Love the new cups, Sean. Yep. Carping, not camping. I've been needing one of these for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Carping, not camping, that's for certain. Keep on keeping on. Check them out, guys. Must be something there for everyone. My personal favourite, old school. Look at the old school one. Old school is the best school. Get yourself over to leoncarpdog.com. Have a look in the shop. There's loads. There's even new kiddies hoodies on there. New hoodies, new cups. Be loads of new t-shirts coming. Check them out, guys, if that's your thing. Billy Martin, good to see you. Thanks for coming and being part of the feed tonight, mate, and enjoy your evening and your weekend. Pure Kindness says, anybody come up with how to get rid of seagulls when you're baiting up? That's about the only way I know. I tell you what does work sometimes is that, and it takes a little bit of time, put 2 or 3 baits out, the seagulls will come down, just keep on using a fry stick, and nothing comes out. You don't put any boilies in for a couple of minutes, then they get the ump, they go off, you put a couple of real ones out, they come back, you get the fry stick out again like that, and in the end they get so bored with it that they go and sit in the tree and you can just put bait out. Works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. Or bait up in the dark. Darren Thompson, have a good evening, mate. Thanks for turning up for the live feed. Evening, Paul Jarvis. Good to see you here. Keep on keeping on, Bob Cable. Sean Mulqueen, I'm going to get one made up for you. One working, not carping. Definitely. Adam, I've got a skull cap as well for the Tempest. There's another really good way to avoid the flying rats. Brian Mills, I forgot about that one. He waits till someone else baits up, and then you bait up when all the flying rats have gone to their swim. That is a very good suggestion, Brian. I use that in conjunction with the nothing coming out of the frying stick trick as well. Brett Domo says, live from Bentley Fisheries. Is that Bentley Fisheries in Essex? Sean Castle, cast your spot out with a coloured braided, sometimes work, keep spot out, baiting up with stick. Another very good option you've got there, Sean. Thank you for that. So we've still got 100 people in here this evening. How crazy is that? 100 people. We had 130, 140 last Tuesday. Don't forget, guys, this Tuesday coming, I'll be doing a live from the bank feed as well. So wait for that. That'd be a good one as well. That's it, near Kelvin and Hatch. Yep, I know it. Maybe do some flying rat t-shirts. Yes, Lee. I'll possibly maybe doing that. Have a bit of a flying rat, a few wings, rat with a few wings on it. Something like that. Adam Garland says, seagulls don't respond well to baits covered in night nurse. But the problem is, Adam, you can get nicked for that because the seagull is a protective species. Would you believe? Keith Ogie says, Leon, do you use the toasted oil together with hemp oil? Yes, the toasted sesame seed oil and hemp oil, really good winter edge. They're both a nutty combination and they're really good for the fish. The fish love it. Borwick 117 evening, first time live watcher, never miss your videos. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for joining the live stream tonight. It's really appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you. They've taken all the black chickens away, have they, Brett Dunmo? Blimey, you won't be needing one of these black chicken hoodies then, will you? Cheers, Mike Deffridge. First time, great feed. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for everyone for being here. Well, we got about 5 minutes left, guys. About 5 minutes worth of questions and generally talking bollocks amongst ourselves. Paul Jarvis says you're going to sort out some festive tees, a picture of yourself with a Santa hat. That's just wrong, Paul Jarvis. That's just naked one. Do you want a naked one? That's just wrong, Paul, isn't it? Maximum Flenticus says, can you do a video on Tesco's, mate? I would, but I know nothing about rods. I'd just cast them out. See you later, David Carp. Thank you for being here, mate. Adam goes off for dinner. Get in touch and we'll get on the bank, mate. Yep. Good to see you, Adam. Thanks for turning up, mate. Thomas Wallace says, do you like the Slip D rig? I used it properly for the first time last week. Didn't catch anything on it, but I'm going to start using it on one rod because I just like the mechanics of it. And I'm going to do a video about the Slip D, how it works. Obviously give Clarky his due that he come up with it as well, because that's the type of guy I am. If I'm using the rig and I do a video on it, I'm going to tell you who invented it, and I'm even going to point you to his video. John Carter says, Maples to winter, Maples anytime. Britt Dummer says, got the t-shirt, I've taken them away, I'm allowed to use my air rifle. Ooh. Brad Smith says, evening mate, your videos have improved. Oh, of course, going so quick. Has improved his fishing greatly. Great work. Thank you very much, Brad. Bill Oakley, have a great evening and a lovely weekend, mate. See you soon. Raymond Richards, hi Leon, well done with the Facebook group. Love it. Real people, not people trying to get your money off you. No, exactly, Raymond. That's what it's all about. Guys, if you haven't been to our Facebook group, the closed one, it's called It Only Takes One Bite. After the tagline, get yourself over there, the closed Facebook group, get in there, everyone's friendly, everyone helps each other, there's no question, there's a silly question, you can pass your cat pics up there, if you do videos, you can post your videos up there. Great group, get yourself over there. Keith Oakley, and not Oakley, notice I said that, Keith. He's not able to tune in to us in the next couple of weeks as he's going to Florida, holiday with the missus, as banned from tuning in line. Sorry, I'll miss you as well, Keith, but I know one thing, rather than watch me for the next 2 weeks, I'd rather be in Florida chilling out with Mrs. B. That's for certain. You have a good time, mate. Thomas Henry Myers, see you as well. Thanks for coming. Willie Wass says, I like the look of the Slip D, so do I like the mechanics of it. Borwick 117 says, blanking with everyone here in the West Yorkshire, fishing solid bags, plenty of fish, but not getting them to feed in 20 foot. Any tips? Get on them zigs. Ollie Waite says, what's happened that massive social you were going to do for a weekend? It's going to be probably about next July, next August. I've got to talk to a couple of fishery guys just to see if we can book the lakes. And then it's probably going to be something to eat, and me and 2 other guys, well-known guys, been fishing for ages, and we'll probably be like a couple of £100 for the weekend, have a big social, and you'll learn loads of shit as well, and we'll be there to help you in your fishing. Andrew Crossley, keep on keeping on, most definitely. Cheers, Keith. Have a good time, mate. Brett Dunmo's blanking in Essex as well. Blimey, we've got 111 people in here. Would you believe it? Guys, if you haven't given it a thumbs up, press that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, or you have subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, and you'll get notifications for every single video I do, every single live, everything. Well, we're coming up to an hour of live feed of you guys listening to me talk bollocks for the last 1 hour, but we've enjoyed ourselves. Everybody's answered each other's questions. Really hope you've enjoyed the live feed. Don't forget, next Tuesday we're doing another one. It'll be live from the bank. Don't forget to go and check out these new hoodies. Rather smart, nice colours. The new cups, new children's hoodies. On my website, www.leoncarpet.com. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate every single one of you for turning up, watching the live feed. See you soon. Appreciate you being here. See you Tuesday.